despite all the hype surrounding natural selection, we come to this humble conclusion that within limits, selection can refine existing characteristics, but it can't invent, okay? It can take existing structures, whether it's a protein structure or even an organismal structure, and it can do slight modifications of what is already there, but it will never come up with something new altogether. This is, again, is very much along the lines of what Mike said. In fact, I have a slide that's similar to one of Mike's. This is actually familiar stuff that you can get an amazing variety of not just dogs, but lots of different species, including plant species and, you know, cabbage and broccoli and things that we eat, corn. But you can only do it within limits. All of these, as different as these dogs are, they're all dogs, right? And they're even very obviously recognizable as dogs. And it's also true that if you took any one of these breeds, like if you took only purebred German Shepherds, you could not reproduce this sort of variation, right? You'd only get German Shepherds, right? If you took any one breed, will breed true, and you will not reproduce this sort of variety. You only get this kind of variety because the wild dog species that humans started to domesticate had a great amount of genetic variety within them, and all that we were doing as we domesticated and as we build these breeds is choosing out aspects that we want in a breed, right? And some of these breeds, by the way, would not do very well. That guy would not do well against wolves, would he? So you wouldn't have found that in the wild, but you have the potential for making Chihuahuas and small dogs and all these things in the natural wild dog populations. But once you've purified out one version, you've lost that variation, and there's no way to get back that variation, okay? Again, you're losing things, which is what Mike was talking about, not gaining things.